Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have the 2022 Peugeot 508 for you guys. A lot of people don't know this brand and the car, but today I'm going to explain and show you this all new vehicle. So let's start the full in-depth review. So the Peugeot 508. A lot of people don't know what this car is, so let me explain some information about their company. So Peugeot is the second most oldest car manufacturing company in the world. It's been 211 years they started their company. So back at 1810 they first started making with coffee grinders, and then at 1886 they first made their three-wheel vehicle. But look now, they're making these fantastic looking developed vehicles, and all their cars are in numbers, so as the 508, the 5008, and all digits. So that's pretty much it for the history. I'm not gonna bore you with it. So first let's show you the front fascia of the car, then the engine. So first let's show you the key of this vehicle. So you have the Peugeot logo here, then you have your buttons to lock, trunk opening and unlock, and you have the emergency key too, so if the battery runs out it comes out of here, so you could unlock the car. So the width of this car is 1860 millimeters. If you want to know in inch, it's going to be written. Now I'm going to get inside, turn on these lights. So here we are in. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button. Then the car turns on. So this is the daytime running lights. This is the headlight, the hazard. This is the high beam off. High beam off. So now I'm going to come outside for showing you the lights. So these are the Peugeot full LED technology dual projector setup lights. So this is the first projector setup. This is the second. If you guys come a little closer, it's written inside. These lights are very powerful. This is your hazards and your daytime running lights. To be honest, I really like their design and where they're taking their cars to. Now let's check out the front fascia. So first of all, here's the grille. It has chrome accent and black accent, and it looks fancy. You have the Peugeot logo here, and the camera is very hidden, but the job is done goodly. Number plate slot is here. You can see their garage plate. It has 6 sensors at the front. This is your towing hook. This is their down portion that is open for feeding air to the intercooler of the car, and because it's a turbocharged car, it needs some air to cool it up. Front fascia is nice. You have the model number here, so 508. This is their sedan variant there, and that's pretty much it. The front is very simple, but it is one of a hell of a car. Now let's check out what is powering this vehicle. So for opening the hood of the car, I have to go to the passenger side and then open it from there. The button's right here. If you just pull that, there we go. And because it's from a premium segment car, it obviously will have hydraulic struts. I'm not sure, but yes, it does. So in Bangladesh, we get a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, that is this, with 165 horsepower and 240 newton meters of torque. Decent amount of power for this sedan or fastback. If you guys come closer, let me explain the engine and all of the specs. So this is the turbocharger that you can see. Because it's really hot, it has aluminum covering it, so it doesn't burn any of the plastic. Then you have your spark plugs with your fuel injections. It has multiple fuel injections, and this is your air box for the turbocharger that comes from the radiator, and all of the air that comes feeds through here to the side. If you guys see from the side, it all the way gets into the engine of the car. This is the battery. It's at the front. I don't know about the weight distribution, but they gave it at the front. It has insulation and aluminum, so it doesn't boil the paint that's on the hood. That's it. Now let's close the hood. So there we go. Push. And the exterior color of this car is ink blue. A wonderful color. Sometimes it's like blue, sometimes it's like purple. Depends on the sun. So now let's check out the car's side profile. So the length of this car is 4,750 millimeters. Now let's check out the wheel. So this is a front wheel drive car. So now let's check out the wheel. So the wheels are 235 45 R18s, and these are Michelin Pilot sport tires that are actually for performance cars, not for luxury sedans, but it can give you a decent amount of road noise. The front brakes are 4-piston ventilated calipers, and the suspension is decent amount of comfort. Now if we come to the side mirror, it has blind spot monitoring and a hazard light here, and it is automatically folded and unfolded. Chrome treatments all the way, and the side profile of this car is really nice. So the wheelbase of this car is 2,800 millimeters. The wind's gonna kill me, but still I'm doing the review for you guys. So the car obviously gets frameless door, so it makes the car look more nicer, and it has this edge, so for closing the door, don't pull the window, just pull this and close it. And the rear doors are fully frameless, so this part too and this part too. Looks fantastic. Now if you check out the fuel tank, if the car is unlocked, just press here, there it pops up. Tank capacity of this car is 56 liters, and it is capless like Maserati, so if you just push it in, then you can fill up your fuel with that. And you have your total branding, so put that fuel, but in Bangladesh I don't know if you can get it or not. It has this nice chrome treatment at the side, and it actually has carbon fiber treatments inside, and it has a sloping roofline, so headroom could be a little less, but for the design I would add it up. Rear wheels are same as the front because it's a front wheel drive vehicle, but the rear brakes are single piston, and these are Pilot Sport 4 tires, so more better than the Pilot Sports. That's it. Now let's check out the rear. So the height of this car is 1,410 millimeters, and the ground clearance of the car is 142 millimeters, so decent. Now I'm going to get inside, turn on these LED tail lights. So get inside, foot on the brake, pressing the start button. The car turns on. So full light is on with the fog. This is the hazard, this is with the reverse. I'm gonna put it back to neutral. Parking brake on. Alright, come back. So the rear tail lights are amazing, to be honest. You have the straight line lights, so 3 bars here, and then you have your hazards here. Wonderful, to be honest. You have your 508 badge here, and then black treatment, you have your Peugeot logo. Same on the other side, you have your Peugeot written. 6 sensors at the back. This is your number plate slot. You have this non-functional diffuser, but it is actually for good looks. But you have real functional exhaust tips. That is what I love about this car. Rear fog lights and reverse light is here with the reflector and towing hook. And the reversing camera is down here. Now let's check out, is this car a practical sedan? So for opening the boot, if you just swipe your leg, it's going to powerly open, and because it's a fastback, it has the full opening as the A7, the Mercedes-Benz GT, or more cars like are these. So you have 437 liters of storage. That is more than enough for a sedan, to be honest. And you have underfloor storage too, and you have a space saver spare tire, and you have all your floor mats because it's a brand new vehicle from a authorized dealer. You have a 12-volt socket here, so you could carry a refrigerator, I guess. You have your low cover, and this is actually connected with the boot, and you have some placement for the emergency triangle. This is for closing, this is for closing and locking the boot. And you can actually fold down the seats, so for that you have to just go to the rear, and it has a 60-40 distribution of split. So for that I have to just move some stuff, and this is the 40, and the 60 is on the other side. There we go. You have 1,537 liters in total. That is pretty good. Now let's go to the interior of the car. A decent amount of comfort. And now let's get into the interior because I really like the interior of this car. So let's get the 60 up. Let's get inside. Because of the sloping roofline, headroom is a little less, but it's okay for me. Let's get the armrest down. 2 cup holders, you can put your hand and easily relax. Enough legroom, enough headroom for me. You have a light here with a hook for hanging your bags or stuff. You have 2 AC vent here. You have your Peugeot branding up here. And if we go down, you have a 12-volt socket. Magazine holders behind the front seats. And there's another feature on this car, so if you need to access the boot while you're driving, you could just get the low cover down and there is the boot. And close this back. It also has ISOFIX anchor points, and I'm going to come to the door because I'm done. It has a sunroof too. So you have your Twitter carbon fiber treatment that are actually not real. Metallic treatments up there. Soft touch material, soft touch material. This is for window opening. This is the door handle. This is the bottle holder and speaker. That's it. Let's get into the front of the car. So on the front seats, first let's start here. You have your airbag, you have your AC vent with metallic treatment, you have these carbon fiber treatment with metallic finish, you have your lockable glove box, enough room. Now let's come to the seats. Semi-bucket seats with artificial leather, 10-way adjustable and heated, and the button is actually here. Then if you come to the center, you have a storage compartment at the center with a light placement and a aux placement. You have a bottle holder here, 2 bottle holders with enough room. If we just press this, you have a little phone holder and another 12-volt socket. Now if you come to this part, you have your parking brake, the gear knob, so for that I have to start up the car. This is your automatic parking brake, this is your gear, so for drive there, this is for manual, this is for neutral, this is for reverse, and you have your reversing camera on the screen. Here are your driving modes and this is your starter button. Now let's show you the car's infotainment system. Before I go to the infotainment, I forgot to show you the sunroof of this car. So for operating, you can just press this and open it. And it actually opens a lot. And for closing it, just press this again. Close it, and the blind is automatically controlled too. So there are 2 buttons, one is for sunroof, one is for the blind. And then I forgot to show you one more thing. You have your driving mode selectors here, so you can change the driving modes that I'm going to show you on the instrument cluster. Now let's go to the infotainment system. So because it's a brand new car, it has a lot of protection on it. So for on the brake, pressing the start button, there it turns on. So this is a 10.3-inch screen. First of all, if you go to media, I'm going to turn on the AC real quick. So media, you have your FM, AM, Bluetooth and CD. Then if you go, you have your air condition, so for that you can just get up the wind speed. And then you have your temperatures here, so it has the 2-zone climate control and where you want the air. AC auto, AC max and the rest of the system. Then you have your navigation that doesn't work in Bangladesh, that you can see. Then if we go to vehicle settings, you have all your safety informations for the car, so parking safety. And because this car is from France, my accent, so that's why there's French accent here too, language. Then if you go to phone, you can connect your Bluetooth, and then this is your menu, so Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and this is your vehicle settings. Now if I show you the cameras of the car, so reverse, and there's your reversing camera with adaptive guidelines, and this is your 360. And if you put it on drive, there's your front camera. That's it for the infotainment. Down here you have the controls for the heated seats for the passenger and the driver. Max front windshield heater, rear windshield heater, recycle. This is for AC off and heated seat for my side. This is a button for your volume, so it's actually premium. Then you have your 2 AC vents on the top. You have your hazards and lock for the car, and you have your subwoofer here. This is your rear view mirror, auto dim, but the rear windshield is really small. You have your seatbelt warnings here, so we're not wearing the seatbelt, that's why. You have your lights here, touch sensitive, and your microphones. You have your vanity mirrors with a light, and it can go here and doesn't extend, but yeah, it's okay. And same for the passenger side. So now let's come to the steering wheel. So a lot of people hate the design that Peugeot's steering is actually placement, but this is how you actually drive a Peugeot. Steering down, RPM visible. But in Bangladesh, some people just put it up here and then they drive it and they're like, how do we see the instrument cluster? That's not how you drive a Peugeot. You have to know. There and there. Crystal clear. See, the buttons here are for your infotainment. This is for volume. This is for receiving or cutting call. This is for volume. This is for skipping track. There. This is for voice command, and this is for the control on here. You have your paddle shifters that are collar mounted, so here. And this is for your headlights and high beams, and that's for your windshield wiper washer. You can't see it. And down here is a big chunky button for your cruise control system here. And the steering is tilt, telescope, but manually adjustable. So you can pull it, you can push it, take it up, take it down. Depends on you. Now let's show you guys the instrument cluster of this vehicle. First of all, you have the Peugeot logo with Peugeot written, and this is the iCockpit. And because this is a brand new vehicle, it just has 127 kilometers, and it's saying the parking brake is on. Now let's start up the car. It does a nice animation. And now if I show you by changing the driving modes first. So this is sport, and then this is normal, and then this is eco. I'm gonna put it on normal right now. So this is your RPM. It goes this side, so the opposite side, and it redlines at 6,000 RPM. This is your engine temperature. This is your speed gauge. Top speed is 260 km per hour. This is your fuel tank gauge. You have your kilometers here, and the gears are up here. So if I put it on drive, manual says M1 or M2, depends which gear you're in. Put it back to neutral. And for controlling this system, you can do it from this button at the steering. So you could go to your navigation, and it will give you all of the navigation system. And this is actually cool. It's like a rotary dial. Good. Then you can go personal, so back to all of the trip informations and stuff. Then you can go here, it comes back up, and you have nothing. You just have your speed at the center. So this is like the simple look, and you have the gauge back. That's it. Now let's show you the door. So first of all, you have the vent for defogging the window. This is your AC vent, carbon fiber treatment for opening the boot. And then if you come down, you have your dead pedal, brake pedal, and you have your gas pedal. And you can actually see the mechanism of the steering. So I'm moving the steering, and that's actually moving. So power steering helps your life a lot. Now let's come to the doors. So you have your tweeter here, metallic and carbon fiber treatment all the way goes to the end. You have your leather treatment. This is for window lockers, window openers, and exterior mirror controls. You have your door handle up here, grab handle here, bottle holder, and you have your speaker. Now let's come here. So this is actually for your massage for the seat. So not for your heated seats, for the massage, and this is actually your seat controls. Now let's turn off the car. So there we come out. So because this is a brand new vehicle, and if you want this car, you can contact with AG Motors. I'm going to link their Facebook page at the description. They're the authorized dealer of Peugeot in Bangladesh, and the price of this car is 66 lakhs to 68 lakhs, the price range. And if you guys talk about warranty, it's 3-year or 50,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. I'm done with my video. Make sure you follow my Insta, and I'm going to see you at the next one. Peace.